Hey everyone, welcome back to Sthirvana. I'm Udit. This channel is all about finding that place of balance, finding Sthirvana. And as I was thinking about this video and what I want to share with you as steps towards this journey of balance from a physical and a mental health perspective, I realized that balance is actually multifaceted. In our day-to-day lives, we're balancing work, we're balancing relationships, we're balancing physical and mental health, like I said. We're also trying to balance personal passions, but above all, we're trying to balance time. So it got me thinking that balance should not just be talked about from individual facets, but it should be talked about from a perspective of assembling this overall puzzle of life so that all pieces fit together in harmony. So I've decided, just like the Books I Like series, I'm going to talk about balance and different aspects of balance through this series called Decoding Sthirvana. So for the first video of Decoding Sthirvana, I'm going to stick to my original plan and talk about my one-year journey that I have embarked upon. Now the goal of this journey is to improve my physical and mental health. I've already talked about my mental health and meditation in my previous video, so this video is broadly going to be about the physical aspects of this journey. Now before I actually dive deep into the journey, I would like to set some context around how I have operated my entire life up till now. In the past, you could have heard me say, if I'm healthy, I'm very healthy, but if I'm not healthy, I'm not healthy at all. Pizza is one of my favorite foods, and you could have seen me eat an entire large pizza by myself. However, when I thought I wanted to be healthy, I would exclude foods like pizza and sugar and think that that would help me achieve a more healthier version of myself. So as part of that, I've actually undertaken year-long commitments where I've abstained from pizza and sugar. However, here's the catch. Even though I was successful and I did not consume these foods for like a year, my health and my weight levels broadly remained the same. Things like my cholesterol or even my body fat percentage did not budge. I was so focused on exclusion and not trying to eat certain foods that I forgot the bigger picture. What I was doing was that I was replacing these foods with other things that were also not great for me. I was not having pizza, but instead I was having an entire box of Triscuits with cheese, which in the words of my wife is actually deconstructed pizza, a carrier of cheese on a small plate. So now that we've talked about my old self, let's talk about the new me. As part of this one-year journey, I've decided to shift my mindset. Instead of focusing on an exclusion mindset, I'm going to focus on an inclusion mindset. Instead of focusing on trying to remove certain things or foods from my day-to-day life, I'm going to add activities or other things that help me build habits and hopefully sustain them in the long run. So let's talk about these activities themselves. As part of my previous video, I have mentioned that my first commitment to myself is that I will meditate for 10 minutes every day at least. If you haven't watched that video, I encourage you to go watch that video because that caters to the mental aspect of this journey. My second commitment to myself is actually exercising for 30 minutes every day. We all know that exercise helps to improve and maintain overall well-being and health. Exercise has physical advantages such as improving fitness and performance, maintaining or preventing diseases such as heart disease or high blood pressure, but it also has mental advantages such as reducing stress or improving the overall mood. Now, I have kept this stipulation vague deliberately. I've done this so that I can maintain balance. If for a few days I've crushed myself in the gym, for the next few days I make sure that I do low impact activities such as walking or light rowing. I do that so that I can pursue these activities in the long run and make sure that I don't burn out. For me, the goal is to make sure that I keep my body moving. My third commitment to myself is that I would at least perform some level of stretching or mobility exercises for 10 minutes every day. With the sedentary lifestyle of today, our postures have deteriorated and our muscles have lost flexibility and range of motion. So what I've decided is that I will undertake some stretching or mobility exercises, whether that is static stretching, which is holding a pose for 10-15 seconds without moving, or some dynamic stretches such as taking your muscles through the entire range of motion in a controlled rhythmic manner. I have other commitments as part of this journey as well, but I think they overlap with other aspects of balance in life. So I've decided that I'll probably cover them in some other video. I hopefully will address them at some point in time. If you want to know more about them, please leave some comments so that I can know and I can make those videos pretty quickly. I'm still in the early stages of my 1-year journey, but I do think I have some learnings, some realizations, and some advice that I would like to share with you all. My first point is not going too hard right out of the gate has helped me sustain my practice. Like I said, if I'm feeling too tired, I just go for a walk. This has helped me be more consistent in my practice. My second point is the inclusion mindset that I was talking about is helping me build more habits, which I can hopefully sustain in the long run. The exclusion mindset, while it may be successful in the short term, it is definitely not sustainable, at least for me. My third point is that health is definitely both the physical aspect as well as the mental well-being. I've come to realize that it is a symbiotic relationship between the two. On that note, being healthier both from a physical aspect as well as a mental aspect has made me more mindful. I might not have said that I won't be eating sugar for a year, but I'm definitely mindful of the fact that I should not be eating a lot of sugar and that there should be some moderation. My next point is that I'm trying to focus on the journey and not trying to reach the end. I'm looking for different activities like pickleball, HIIT, rowing, so that there is a variety and I can figure out what I like and what I don't like. My next point is that you need to realize that this is a personal journey. I'm just competing against myself. I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday. And I think that is what is important as you go through this journey. The final piece of advice is not coming from me, but is advice that was given to me by someone. That person said that the year is a very long journey. You should be able to give yourself some rewards at some point in time in some way, shape, or form. I've been thinking about this, and while I've not figured out my rewards personally, I do think it is great advice, which I will definitely take into consideration. So there you have it, my small steps towards a more balanced life, starting with a healthier mental and physical lifestyle. I hope this video gave you some ideas, or at least some things to think about if you're on a similar journey or are planning to start a new one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments what other topics you would like me to cover. Until next time, take care, be present, and work towards Sthirvana.